Hello everybody and welcome back to Football Manager 2023, the Guiseley Youth Academy only save, and that title is not getting any shorter, but the save is getting a lot more interesting. We've gone up to the Vanarama National League. We had the intro to the new season last episode. We got off to an okay start, to be honest. We're pretty much flying. But now it's youth intake day in the Vanarama National. So let's dive into the game. The arrows are coming across and here we are then. We, before we go and look at the Youth Academy players that are coming in, are currently 17th in the league. We have a game in hand on the teams around us with 45 points. 50 is normally safety. We have 6 games left to go and we are 6 points away from relegation. So we're in a decent position. We've actually got a postponed game against Thorpe, I think, which is our next game coming up. O'Keefe is in the goals again, 26 goals for him. He is the second highest goal scorer in the whole league, so he's been finding his form. Although he went through a pretty big drought, let's go and have a look at the schedule, because try and guess if you can see where O'Keefe's drought kicked in. So obviously the league started really well. We went top. We'll go into the little roller coaster in a minute, but yeah, we're coming down. We had some pretty good results in here, some pretty good results. December, January hit with all the games in January. Didn't win in the whole of January. That was fun. 2-0 lost to Newport, 2-1 lost to Bromley, drew with Ebbsfleet, lost to Ebbsfleet, who are in the league below. Drew with Halifax Town, lost to Solihull Moors, who were bottom of the league. And then we got a win and then didn't win in 5. Then we got a win and didn't win in 3. But we have just won against Gateshead 4-1, which was very nice indeed. Their 5 at the back formation not working for them. We went through a spell in sort of December and January, just at the end of November actually. November, my brother's birthday, November 25th. All the way through the January, where we were really trying to figure out what on earth we want to do formation-wise. We went for a 4-3-3, a 5-2-3, a 4-2-3-1. Basically, results had been so bad at this point, we changed to a 5-2-3 DM wide, because in the first ever series, or second maybe series of the save, we played a 5 at the back and it made us really strong defensively. And it worked against Southend, and then it didn't work against Oldham, which was really annoying. Yeah, so we're in a decent position. We are on course for our most ever draws in a season, which is always the record you want to break when you're the manager. But yeah, it's not going too bad. I mean, the season gave us a bit of false hope at the beginning, but it sort of petered itself out and evened out now. And as I said, we're sitting in 17th. It's been the almighty high of highs at the beginning of the season to, well, the lowest position we've ever been in the year so far is right here in 17th. We've done it a few times across the season, but it's been a downward trend and we've sort of settled in this 17th to 15th position, like placement towards the end of the season. 6 games to go. It's not terrible. And we do have a bit of safety to relegation. If we can get one season solidified in this division, then I think next year will be okay. Another season of players getting first team football under their belt, progressing and seeing how far we get. And talking of the players, I've adapted you'll see those that are eagle-eyed amongst you, I've adapted the view. Obviously, I was using the Lujo's FM22 view. I probably have edited this enough now to call it my own view. So why don't I go... how do I say? Can I save a view? Export current view? That's what I want, isn't it? Let's go. Let's call this. We'll go CLF squad view. Not all capitals, because I'm not a heathen. FM23. There we go. So what it's done is it's lists their position, best position, and the best role that the assistant manager thinks they can play as well. Just in case I want to know which holding midfielder is better to come in to replace one of these, I can see, in theory, which one is better to come in and do it. So yeah, not too bad. Appearances wise, Trineri is the all-dominant appearance maker again for this team. 42 appearances for him. Not a great season though. 6.61 average rating. He's not been playing brilliantly in goal. Tarmi behind him on the left wing. 36 appearances, 4 substitute, 5 goals, 10 assists, which is great. Paul Byrne, the centre-back, Harry Jordan, the right-back, have been pretty much ever-present, as has Matt O'Keefe and Lewis Salt in midfield. Dave Mills, Les Knight, Tony Hogan, Danny Adams, Brooklyn Christie, who got a lot of mentions in the comments. Get him in the first team. He has been in the first team and he's been doing reasonably well as well. Priestnall, and then you sort of drop off. Yeah, so you see Brooklyn Christie is 29 appearances, 31 overall, and then you go down to Priestnall, who's 19 and 28. So that is basically, from there up, is basically the starting 11, which is all right. Dave Mills has just picked up a really bad injury, 5 weeks out. He's going to miss the end of the season. And he's doing okay. He's not been as good, I think, as everyone would have hoped. There was a lot of clamour to get him in the first team. He was always going to come straight in the first team because George Smith, we let George Smith go. A 6.53. Now, the youth intake that we're getting this year is apparently 2 very strong fullbacks. I am desperate for one of them to be a left-back. We are so short of left-backs. It's unbelievable. But all in all, the team are doing well. 32 goals for Matt O'Keefe. He is far and away our top goal scorer. We do need other players to sort of chip in with goals. Tarmi has gone from goal scorer to assister, and we need him to start coming back in with some goals as well. And then assist-wise, it is Tarmi at the top, Christie behind him and Hogan, all 3 of which sit behind O'Keefe in the striker role. Harry Jordan's up there with 7 as well. He got 2 in the last game, which was good for him. Average rating, our best player has been Les Knight at the back. The centre-back has done well. Matt O'Keefe up front, as you'd expect. Priestnell, when he has played, has come in and done pretty well, as has Shane Tarmi as well. So it's all going pretty well. I mean, just staying up is what I've commented a lot of the times on your comments when I reply to them. I reply to every single comment, so if you want to leave one, it may be a couple of days, but it will definitely get a response from me at some point. But yeah, a lot of people are like, oh my god, do you think you can do back-to-back promotions? What do you think you're going to do? I'm like, as long as we survive, that's all I care about, because I'm not too fussed about going up straight away. I'm happy to have a number of seasons in the Vanarama National and see how we get on. But for the moment, survival is grand, and as long as we don't go down, because we don't have much money. I don't know why. I think it's because you have to travel so much further in the Vanarama National. Obviously, when we're playing the Vanarama National North, you're only playing teams that are in the north of the country ish, and when you're playing south, you're only playing the south of the country. But now you've got to travel all the way around. So I think it's just general cost of being at this level of really hurting us. 103,000 in terms of expenditure. I mean, the big output there was facilities, right? But we don't have, the youth setup is costing a bit more than it's ever done previously, at 400,000 this season, 226,000 last season. So I guess that's maybe the difference, but that's not going to pay dividends until hopefully now, when we get our new youth intake and we get a few new players in. But yeah, I mean, players' wages have gone down since last season. So, or is that to this? That might be to this point, I guess. Yeah, that may be to this point. What's 20 grand times 12? 2 times 12 is 24, 240 grand. So yeah, it should be around the same, to be honest. Staff wages have gone up a little bit. We did give everyone a pay rise when we got promoted. Tax, that's not really going to change too much, I don't think. Match day expenses, is that maybe that's what travel would come under? Maybe match day expenses is what travel would come under. I mean, we've had 2 grand's worth of fines this year for yellows and violent conduct, so that's interesting. Other 31 is lower. Scouting costs. Okay, we're actually getting a lot of scouting costs this season. Is that because I put players on our shortlist? And it has been giving me scout reports. I may have to think of a different way to do that. Get them off the... Yeah, because, okay, that's 5 grand that we weren't paying before. Oh, travel cost is there. So, travel costs 1,000 a month. It's not huge. Ground maintenance, that's going to be roughly the same. Loan repayments, obviously, we've got a lot more than we did last season, because we didn't have... Well, apparently we had a loan last season, but I didn't think we did. It's really... Non-footballing costs has gone up by 20 grand. That, whatever that is, VAT has gone up a lot. Okay, maybe we are selling more shirts or something. Staff wages have gone up. Yeah, pretty consistently, so... Yeah, I don't know. Total expenditure this season, 1.189. Last season, 1 million. Income... Yeah, 1.17, 1.92. I mean, it's not dreadful. It could be in a worse situation, but it is something we need to keep an eye on in terms of the balance and the finances and all of that good stuff, because at the moment, it's not working in our favour. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, anyway, that's the squad. It's looking pretty much unchanged since the last episode. Let's go and have a look at these youth players that we've got coming in. I'll put on the screen now. Hopefully I remember to edit it in, because I've been pretty crap with my editing recently in terms of putting images on top of what I said I would, like the kits. I know they weren't in the last episode, but you can go and check them out on the forums if you really want to. Yeah, this is the intake we got as a preview. Lots of A's across the board. Fullbacks looking good. let's go and have a look in terms of the new intake of youth players. Bang. Okay, right. Elite talents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we've got Romanian. 5, 6. Okay, lots of elite talents, actually. Are there any fullbacks? A left back. There's a left back. Jerry Leicester is a left back. Lovely stuff. A few top talents in there as well. Right back in Joshua Wright. So we've got 2 Welshmen, a Cypriot, an Australian. We'll have our Australian commenters being happy that we're going to have another Australian in the team. A Romanian in there, mainly English. But look at this, 2.5 stars already. Our current ability. That is lovely to see. But again, it's an attacking field left and right. The positions we really don't need to strengthen. That's where all of our strength is at the moment. But right, the weakest one is Ian O'Connor. So Ian O'Connor, to be fair, as a defensive midfielder, he's got good tackling, good teamwork, good work rate. Okay, he might do something useful. 15-year-old Irishman, not too bad at all. Can't head the ball, 5'9". He can tackle, which I quite like the idea of my holding midfielders being able to tackle. I do quite like that. Ian O'Connor is in the youth academy. Right, next we'll go for the right back, Joshua Wright. It's okay. He's okay. He's not going to be displacing Harry Jordan anytime soon. Ability to make the right decision is the one reason behind intelligence on the pitch. Okay, I quite like my players making the right decision, so that's good. 6'3" as well. I do think the height at the back is very useful at this sort of level. So Welsh right back, maybe an opportunity. Fickle personality though isn't ideal. Dives into tackles, obviously, of course he does. Holding midfield, no, we've done him. Central midfielder Greg Morgans, another Welshman. Box to box is what it says. Sort of both-footed, reasonably strong left foot, very strong right foot. Low determination. Good technique, good teamwork, good work rate, flair's good, stamina's alright, natural fitness is decent, acceleration is decent. Everything else sort of lets him down a bit. But, yeah, maybe he'll stick in the youth team for a while, I think. Right, into the elite talents. And this time, because I feel like the last intake wasn't the best. If you didn't see that video, go check it out for the last season. But it wasn't the best. So I think this time we're going to go in star rating order. And because I've gone to the top and the goalkeeper's there and he's 1 star for current ability, let's go and let's look at him first. Martin Walker then. No, he looks awful. He looks worse than Havetzi, who we've sent out on loan. He looks worse than Lloyd, who's our current backup goalkeeper. 5'11", aerial reach 11, handling 13, reflexes 13. He's very aggressive. He's a fickle personality. I'm not sold. 2-footed, but I'm not sold. Not sold on Martin Walker as the 1 star player up there. We had another 1 star down here. Dominic Johnson, the left back. We were hoping he would be good. He's tall. He's very tall at 6'2" as for a left back, which is good. Jumping reach is good. Strength is good. Tackling 14. Marking 10. He's a centre back. He's a goddamn centre back. He's not even a left back. He's a centre back. Damn it. He's so very clearly a centre-back, it's obvious. It's just that he's left-footed, dives into tackles, obviously. He's left-footed. He's actually 2-footed. He'd be a good centre-back. He'll probably play centre-back for us. Dominic Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Probably our new centre-back. Right, 1.5 stars are coming up next. Let's start at the bottom. Andreas Poilakapu, which is an amazing name. Attacking midfield left. Okay, if he was quick, he would be awesome. Can cross, can dribble, good flair, good leadership. Everything else needs a little bit of work. I don't mind the look of him. I don't mind the look of him as an option on the left wing. Right-footed, can use his left wing if we want to change him to a winger. Could probably train him up to play on this side as well if we need to. Not bad. Not bad as an inverted winger. Inverted winger on attack apparently he can't do, but inverted winger on support he can. So, okay, we'll keep an eye on the Cypriot. And today is, what did I say? Andreas Poilikapu. It's a great name to say. Let's go for the Australian next. Midfield left. Callum Powell. Much easier to mention that one. Very fit. Jumping. What with all the tall players? I mean, I'm not complaining. Can cross. Now, could he turn in to a left back? If we just work on his tackling. I mean, his positioning's really shit, which you need as a defender. But he could give us that attacking outlet from a left back. He really could. With the crossing he's got, his natural fitness to get up and down. He's tall. I love tall players. He's tall, he's determined, he's brave. He's got good teamwork, work rate, technique. I think he could be all right because he wants to play out here as a proper winger. And we don't really use out-and-out wingers. Yeah, maybe we try him as a left-back. Callum Powell, interesting. Keep an eye on the Aussie Callum Powell for sure. Hector Lamont, centre-back from Scotland. Natural fitness is good, 5'11". Sort of two-footed. Tackling's good, heading's okay. Determination's good, bravery, aggression. Yeah, could be an option. Could be an option. I think he's one to see how he grows in the youth team in the first season. I don't think he's going to come in and replace our centre-backs that we have at the moment. But I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. He's got, naturally fit. English as a second nationality, that's okay. Committed player, gives his all. He's balanced. He'll fit in with the team, could improve a lot. Yeah, okay. He's poor technique. He's a centre-back, so that's not a problem. I've got terrible technique, and I'm a centre-back, so that's all right. Only playing one position. Yeah, okay. Hector Lamont. He's got a great first name. HL, Hector Lamont. Lovely, lovely stuff. Right, that was 1.5. Jerry Leicester. Did we do Jerry Leicester at left back? We did. No, we didn't. Jerry Leicester at left back. I was going to say he's the centre back, but he's not. 5'7", stamina, pace, balance, aggression, determination, positioning, tackling. He's going to give Danny Mills a run for his money. I wish it was quicker, but he's going to give Danny Mills a run for his money. Homegrown, determined attitude, good timing in the tackle, versatile up that side as well. Very strong left foot. Yeah, I like the look of Jerry Leicester. I think he is going to give Danny Mills a bit of a run for his money at left back. He's probably coming in already as our best backup left back. So, yes, Jerry Leicester, pretty happy and doesn't dive into tackles, which is impressive for a defender coming through our youth team. Right, the Romanian Razvan Malika, or Malika probably. Right midfielder, can play central midfielder. Marking, teamwork, work rate, decisions, aggression, physicals look a little bit low. But in terms of technical stuff and mentals, he looks okay. He looks pretty good. He works well within a team. Yeah, we know all that good stuff. His curling, his crossing's poor, but he's going to play in the middle more than likely on the right. Susceptible to injuries is always something you don't want to see in a youngster. But yeah, someone pointed this out in the comments. It was like, oh my God, you've got players coming through your youth take that are born in 2010. Yeah, 2012. It makes me feel so old. So old. 16 years old. He's 5'6", so that's probably why he hasn't got the most amazing physicals. But could do a job in centre mid, I guess. I'd like my ball in midfielder to be a little bit taller, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on him. Marika, the Romanian, is in as well. So 1.5 stars. Is that all the 1.5s? It is. We're on to the 2 stars now. Starting at the bottom, Marley Scars. Marley Scars. He sounds like he should be in some sort of gang. Midfield right. Good pace. Yes, good pace. Crossing, dribbling, passing. Not too bad. He'll be up here. Two-footed as well, so he can play what we want him to do on the wing. Lovely. I like this. His bravery means he'll not go into situations that other players made. Nice. Aggression, brave. Good pace. Really good pace. We need pace. He's small, but look at his arrow. His octagon thing. I don't know what it's called. It's too late for me to count or things like that. Literally, it's pointing towards the fact that he's really quick. Look, focus on my speed. Excellent. Yes, you will probably get some game time, Mr. Scars, next season. If not the end of this season, if we're safe. He is there as well. So, the next 2-star up, Jez Heinz, striker. Oh, we didn't look at Taron Allpress, who is a 1.5-star striker. A poacher, apparently. Lacks a bit of pace, natural fitness is good. Composure, finishing. Yes, he's a off the ball 15, composure 12, finishing 11. He should score a lot of goals at this level. He really should. Movement off the ball makes him a constant thorn in the side of defenders. He is going to get options this year. We're going to have a cull of strikers. So many of them are in crap this year. We're going to try and move some of them on. Hopefully some for money. Hopefully some for sell-on fees and stuff like that. But he attempts overhead kicks. He attempts overhead kicks. Yes. Rather than a header at goal, he'll attempt a spectacular overhead kick. That is what we like to see. Awesome. Okay, composure, finishing off the ball. He's going to get some options up front. If it was a little bit quicker, it would be awesome. But yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Sit on the shoulder of the last man. I'm glad we looked at you there. Now I'm doubting myself that I've missed players that we've not looked at yet. But I think we have looked at everyone else. Right, Jez Heinz, another striker, target forward. Something that we've not had too much of. We've lacked a little bit. He's 5'9". He's not a target forward, is he? If he's 5'9", definitely not. Finishing 6, first touch 15, free kick taking 14. At this level, that would be huge. Absolutely huge. Determined, bravery, composure, teamwork. Balance is good. Pace is okay as well. He's good at corners as well, which is good because he's 5'9", so we don't need him in the box. But, yeah, okay. And he's already got a consistent performer thing. He's fairly susceptible to injuries, though, which is a problem. Right-footed, can play centre mid as well, although I think he would be more of a bit of a use up front. He's not quite the battering ram I was expecting when we were told about a target forward, but I don't mind it. Yeah, very determined DNA, part of his DNA, as well as his natural fitness. Yeah, okay, he's pretty good other than his work rate, but he's a striker. Strikers don't work hard, do they? So, interesting. Okay, Jez Heinz. Jez. He should be Jeremy. I call him Jeremy. I'll decide if I want to nickname him Jez. I think that's the way to go. Stephen Harris, attacking midfield right. Pace 13, acceleration 11, agility 13, balance 13. Already I'm excited. Crossing 12, teamwork 13, flair 13, work rate 13. Tries to play out his way out of trouble is a little bit of a concern. Very strong right foot, weak left foot. Yeah, I think this guy, fairly sporting personality as well, which isn't too bad. This guy could be useful. This guy could be very, very useful. I'm very excited about that. Ability to do the unexpected is one of the main reasons behind his ability to go past his man. Yeah, Stephen Harris. Stephen Harris looks like he could be useful for us. Okay, back now we are. I think that is everyone we've looked at there. We're into what I would class as the high hopers of a youth intake. This is what we need, a high hopers. So we have Linden, Clough. So straight off the bat we can see attacking field right, centre and left. So a bit of an option there. Linden, Clough, 2.5 stars, 5-star potential. Linden, Clough. Mentals are good. Other than leadership, 1. Mentals are good. Physicals could be better. There's no real standout pace or strength or anything like that. Crossing's poor. Dribbling's good. Technique's good. He works hard. And he's left-footed. He's very strong-footed on both, which I think is very useful at the lower leagues. To have a shot off either foot is handy. A bit of a competitive streak. We'll have to keep an eye on that. 2-footed. Yeah, homegrown. Works really hard for the team. Yeah, okay. Linden Clough, not too bad, to be honest. Not too bad. Cameron Thorpe, the last hope. Left winger or striker. Cameron Thorpe, 2.5 stars. Cameron Thorpe. Well, you know what I'm excited about. Those physicals as a striker. Oh, yes. Low self-belief. We'll have to get him in a mentoring group, but pace 15, acceleration 14, agility 12. If he had better off the ball, he would be amazing. Finishing 6, composure 6. Don't worry about that at this level. Just get in the good positions. He could be a leader. Good first touch as well. He's 5'10". I'd like to be a bit taller, but both-footed. Oh, both-footed. And he's quick. He's so quick. At this level, that could be awesome. That could be really good. Imagine him coming off the bench and scaring the shit out of your defenders. Right. Okay. There's things to work with in this youth academy intake. I'm not too upset by it. If anything, I'm excited by it. I'm really excited by it. So let me know down below who is your pick from all those players. Obviously, there's quite a lot to go through there. Who do you think will be getting the most game time going into next season? Who do you think we should give the most game time to next season? Is there anyone there that you think can straight away walk into this starting 11 that we've got at the moment? For example, is Matt O'Keefe going to be dislodged as a striker from one of the other ones we've seen? Is he going to go back to left wing? Is Tarmi going to have to move over to right wing to make space for O'Keefe to come in at left wing? It's all sorts of good stuff kicking off. But yeah, very exciting. Very, very exciting where we've got to in this save now. There is going to be a couple more episodes. I'm hoping to get through one more season before I go away for Christmas. And then there will be, and I've already mentioned it before, but there will be like a week and a bit's break while I'm away. Obviously, I'm not going to take my PC and set up to a nice relaxing holiday with my wife on the beach. So yes, we will be a bit Youth Academy break. Winter break. It's the winter break for the Youth Academy series that will be coming soon, but I'm hoping to get one more episode or one more season finished before we get to that point. So apologies, there isn't a lot of gameplay being shown, but these early times I want to get through till where we got a point where we know getting or in the Football League, and then we'll start showing a few more games and stuff like that with the more cups we're going to be in, or more important cups anyway. But yeah, not too bad. In terms of players that are potentially being poached, Harry Jordan is Tranmere. Paul Byrne is wanted by Carlisle, Dagenham, Redbridge and Tranmere as well. Still no interest in O'Keefe or Tarmi, which I really don't mind at all. And we are making use of contract extensions by getting people down on long-term deals. Harry Jordan now here for another 3 years, which is amazing because he's quite good at right back. Christie's also down for a long time as well. Yeah, we're making use of extensions. So any more hints and tips in the comments below is much appreciated. I will be replying to all of them, and I will catch you all very soon in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow for another episode. See you in a bit. Cheers.